And hello there, all you Stay Tuners. Welcome back to another episode of Stay Tuned Sports. And I'm not alone, and it's not a phone call.
Infidels?
No. It's not Steve Johnson or Dick Johnson or whatever name we gave you.
Dallas Cowboys will win it all.
Well, I will give him credit. It's the first Cowboy I heard since the loss.
Shut up, infidel.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about those Cowboys out
Listen
there.
to me, my friend. I do not come on this show to be harassed, okay? Dallas Cowboys is America's team.
Not according to Green Bay Packers, was it that they lost to? Or Cleveland Crusaders?
You can't even do show, you dumbass. It was it was not Green Bay. It was New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, same thing. Both old quarterbacks.
Riveting game.
It actually was a good game, for the Saints.
Dallas Cowboys win.
And we also have our recording, editing buddy back too, who hasn't been on the show for about 3-4 weeks.
Hello, everybody.
Hey Juan, how have you been?
I've been good, senor. How are you?
How was your vacation visiting the family down in Spain?
It was fucking Texas, you asshole. You racist bastard. Where is your cohort?
He's at hockey camp learning how to play NHL 20, which has been out for 3 weeks now, and I watched him play, and yeah.
That's why he's the leading scorer.
Well, it helps when you play 25 games a night, and when your owner of the team plays 2 nights.
Negative. He only played 8 games, and he has 30-some points.
I heard that you had the C taken off you, though.
I don't even know what the C is.
C is for captain. From a reliable source, I saw that you had the C, and it was given to Swoop.
What the hell is going on, senor?
All right, give me my mic. What the hell is going on and bullshit are you talking? Taking the C. Nobody wants the C. Jesus.
As the owner of the original Degenerates, I saw you had the C. I'm like, nah, he hasn't been on the team long enough yet.
Well, I'm not heartbroken, I'll tell you that much.
But what do you think about the game so far? I mean,
I think it's a pretty good game. I really do. I think it's good this year. A little different, so it gave me something to want to play.
Yeah.
I just wish I had some more time to play recently, but I don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it.
I actually like the 2 things I like about so far is the challenges, the weekly challenges.
Right.
And the whole in-between period, goalie save or player of the period type thing. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, the highlights.
Yeah. Yeah, like the slow motion shit. That's pretty cool. Seems like the hits are a lot harder this time around too.
I mean, I think the goals are more better. I think the game's better all around. I don't think the last 2 years there was major differences in my opinion, except adding like the ones. Yeah. But like actual gameplay, I think it's better this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely happy I got it because I was thinking about not getting it.
Right.
I did end up buying Maximum Football 2019 Doug Flutie's game.
Flutie Flakes.
For $30, it's worth it. Yes, there's some glitches like you'll be 5 yards away from the quarterback and not touch them, and it's like the NFL. Beep, roughing the passer. Luckily, the developers, that was the first thing they fixed.
Good.
They put out a bunch of fixes for it.
Maybe Burfict had something to do with that.
What a douchebag.
See, I don't know, man. I mean, if we're going to jump right into that, I'll give my opinion. But
well, before we get to that one, though, how do you feel about Green Day being partnered up now with the NHL, possibly writing an NHL anthem song?
Right, for like the equivalent to Monday Night Football?
Yeah.
So what's it going to be, Wednesday Night Rivalry?
Reading, like the president, I think it was, of NHL, like not the commissioner, obviously, but said that the song they use right now is something like Aim, Shoot, Fire or whatever. Right. And it's a really good song. He thinks right now that may be the anthem, but down the line, maybe Green Day will actually do one. But yeah, I could
shoot an empty goal. It goes in and the goal horn goes off.
But no, I mean, me and you being into that type of music, I think it's
right. That'd be cool. I would see what they come up with.
Yeah.
You know?
Even watching it last night, the intro. I don't know the drummer's name, but he's playing drums with hockey sticks. It's actually kind of funny.
Cool.
But yeah, no, I think it's like a 2 or 3 year deal that they banged out together, and maybe they'll bang out some more.
Right. I tried to get a famous guy on our podcast, by the way.
Who's that?
Jacoby from Papa Roach.
Yes, I saw. Oh, let me take a step back here. Today is October 3rd, and on October 1st was our good friend Shoulders here birthday. I didn't have time to get a famous person on here to sing happy birthday, but I will do my best impersonation of them. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Wow, that must be Marilyn Monroe's brother, Steve.
Yep. Steve Johnson.
Shut up, you dick.
But yes, happy birthday.
Yeah.
You're what, 45 now, 46?
A lady never reveals her age.
Shout out to my boy Alan, though. He took me to a show, Shinedown, down in State College.
Oh, okay.
Got to meet the bands. Asking Alexandria was there. Savage After Midnight, Papa Roach, and Shinedown.
Asking Alexandria, are they an Australian band? Or are they
UK?
UK? Okay.
Real good band. One of my favorites.
Did they open, or were they a mid?
Second.
How were they live?
Savage, then it went great.
Yeah.
Asking Alexandria. And honestly, like I like Shinedown, I do. But Papa Roach just blew it off.
Yeah.
Like, Jacoby's a great guy. I'm standing backstage after the show, hanging out, and he comes by and the whole day he was riding his bicycle around the campus.
Okay.
So everybody was freaking out about that. But so we were talking, and my buddy Alan. Well, everybody knows Allentown from the show.
Yeah.
Our buddy.
Yeah.
He has a good friends with bands and the sound guys and stuff like that, and so I got to talk to him. The guy is down to earth, great guy.
He always seemed.
Told him about the podcast.
Yeah.
So maybe you got a new listener, Jacoby. If you're out there, big shout out. You're a class act. Love you to death.
Did he happen to say if he's into any specific sport team?
No, unfortunately, through all of our, stupidity, we were talking everything but sports.
Yeah.
When you meet a guy like that, you try to play it cool. I was like, cool as a cucumber.
You were drooling, weren't you?
I had to wait for my goofy buddy to ask my other friend, James, to ask for a picture before I said, well, I might as well get one too. Because I was trying to be cool, man. But no, Jacoby's a really good guy, man. I mean, I can't say a bad word about him. I think he's a great guy. Wish him all the best. And I also met the drummer from Shinedown, class act. So that was nice. And then it was a good night.
Cool.
So yeah,
I stayed home the whole time.
Yeah, if I had an extra ticket for your brother and it wasn't a surprise, I would have took you.
Yeah, I got a text message seeing Shoulders here next to Jacoby, and I'm looking. I'm like, I'll tell you what, he lost a lot of weight compared to when me and you used to play in the band.
Just a really fun guy though.
Yeah.
He's sober now.
Yeah.
But just talking to him, he reminds me of me and you. Like he was just a good guy.
Yeah.
So.
Enough music talk. Maybe we'll make a podcast about music too someday. But you touched on a little bit.
Cut my life in. Oh, sorry.
No, that's Antonio Brown back into it, and we'll get into him too. Man, we got a whole
my $1,000,000.
Yeah. We got a whole
Cut me
stacked
from the
show
Patriots.
here. Actually, before we get into the Burfict news, head over to Twitter, follow us there at ST Sports Podcast. My personal one, Jimbo ST Sports. Shoulders is STS O'Brien. Like us on Facebook and YouTube. Back to your regular scheduled program. So, yeah, Burfict got suspended for the rest of the year.
I don't agree with it. I really don't.
Why?
I mean, and Bill Romanowski came up and said the same thing. Because it was the definition of the hit. It was not intentional. Again, when players are going down, it's hard to get any lower. I don't think that warrants an entire season to suspension.
Well, I think the reason why he got the rest of the year was because of his past already.
Right, but now I thought we just said we had this argument plenty of times. You were against bringing up the past to players.
No.
Right. Well, I think we're going to review these, but listen, I understand that the dirty plays, this, that, or another thing. He's a hard-nosed player. I mean, there was other hits in the NFL that week, including one on our boy,
Derek
Maddox. And it was our team.
Our team, yeah.
You can't stop it sometimes. I don't think there was anything intentional there. Being liking the Steelers,
he did lower his head. He went down with the crown of his helmet.
Right, but so did the other guy right behind him, another defender, hit Jack Doyle too. Jack Doyle's not out for the season. He wasn't injured. It should not warrant a full year suspension.
I think it did. I think actually for once NFL, and I thought this was Roger Goodell, but it's actually not. It's our old boy John Runyon, and there's 2 or 3 other guys that
I disagree.
on the panel.
I'm sorry. A fine, do it like everybody else, and if something more serious or something like that happens again, maybe I could see a year then. But there was no malice and intent there, man.
I think the fact that he lowered his head, I agree with you that, when you're running that full speed like that, it's hard to stop yourself.
Now you're slowing it down, and I can see him dropping his head and stuff like that. But he also sees him falling.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get lower. So you're going to judge that millisecond because it's in slow motion.
But he was also 2-3 yards away from him. He wasn't right on top of him when he did it.
He didn't start going down until he was a step away.
No, he was about.
I watched it 15
He was about
times.
2 yards away before he started lowering his head.
Let's just make it the National Flag Football League then.
Well, that's what's going to be.
I mean, I don't see a suspension warranted for an entire season. Give him a game.
But see, now how would that look though? If you give him just a game and he already has 3 years,
new team, new conference, I don't want to hear it.
So expunge his past?
If he kicked somebody in the face with his spikes or did something truly dirty, like has already happened this season, then yes. But that's just that's like not new, but 2-3 year penalty.
Yeah.
I don't see intent and malice there. He didn't talk shit. He didn't get up over him. He didn't act like the old Burfict.
Yeah.
He's trying to change. So how do you reward the guy?
I don't think he's trying to change.
I do. It was a good... whatever. All right, you're entitled to your opinion.
And so are you. Mean, it's a good discussion.
I don't see it. I think the NFL is now being bullshit. Again, it's being hypocritical.
Now, the one thing I was seeing on Twitter about these type of hits, some people were comparing our boy Derek Barnett's hit to Burfict hit.
Right.
Saying he should be suspended for the full season.
Right.
I think he deserves a fine.
I think Barnett's hit was worse. And I'm an Eagles fan.
I could say that. Because,
so how is that hypocritical?
Because again, you look, he doesn't have any suspensions. He's not.
Doesn't matter.
But Burfict is known for this.
When's the last
play.
time you suspended before this?
Burfict last year, 3 games. The year before, 3 games. Year before, 3 games.
So all right, 3 games then.
But 3 times in a row for the same type of hit.
But it wasn't a dirty play. Barnett's hit was way dirtier.
And I'm actually surprised he hasn't been suspended yet.
I'm just saying. I don't agree. I think a penalty. I think maybe a fine. Okay. And if you want to give him a day or 2, I think you're getting too critical. Jack Doyle did not get hurt.
I think he got taken out of that game.
All right, we'll suspend him a game then. But, I mean, there's other guys that with worse stuff that happened this year, including a specific team that a guy kicked somebody in the face, and no season-ending suspension.
Get away from the suspension part of it. Yeah, the officials in game, they're terrible this year.
Right.
Like we just said about the Burfict hit. What about OBJ getting choked out all the way across the field?
Oh no, they defended him. It was self-defense.
Well, I did see his hands, doing some Muay Thai type shit.
Regardless, that to me would warrant more of a year suspension.
The choking thing?
Right.
Yeah. And
that's dirty, no need for it, and controllable.
And that ref, I would fire him right on the spot. Because he was standing right over the top of him and watching while it was going.
What does that teach us?
And then even, 2 weeks ago with our boy... I'm
slowly getting him to agree, folks.
No, you're never going to get me to agree with you about Burfict, but Miles Sanders with the face mask, that right there, no penalty, no. Just
a lot. There was a lot of face masks in that game.
There was.
That was not called.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, they're sure quick to throw holding.
Or offensive pass interference.
A lot of freaking holds that I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, it's on the other side of the field. It's not even a real good hold.
Yeah.
And it had no effect.
I hate when refs throw penalties like that. Like you said, when it's on the other side of the field,
right.
Or they're 40 yards away and they throw the flag. How does that affect the play?
Again, they got to get on the same page and have a ref clinic, apparently.
Well,
I will gladly ref a game for free. For free.
Some good news.
One game.
The NFL did sign a 7-year contract with these refs, so we got them for 7 more years.
Oh, my God. I just, again, there's more problems than it's worth. I don't think the Burfict hit was warranting a full year suspension.
And just to show you, again, his personality, or whatever you want to call, he was suspended 22 games in 7 years with the Bengals.
Right.
1 year here, he's already at 16. Well, no, not 16. It'd be 12. Right. 12 game suspension.
And I don't agree with it.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Why?
You know what, folks? Weigh in. Hit us up on Twitter and tell us what you think. And Pittsburgh fans, I know you went through your shit with him, and I hated him when he was on the Bengals too. But let's look at this fair and impartial, okay? I would like to hear Jack Doyle's opinion on it, to be honest with you.
I mean, even Gruden said he agreed that it deserved a flag, and he'll give a comment in the next couple of days about the whole suspension.
But not a full year. You're going overboard.
Well, what if this?
If he forearmed him or did something dirty.
Yeah.
Not a common play that's happened a lot in the NFL this year.
Yeah.
As much as they're trying to prevent it. Do you understand my point?
No,
He gouged somebody's eyes out. He ripped somebody's face mask and, like, pulled him down and fought or did what got happened to Odell. Fine. But it was a common penalty.
Now, what if the NFL is suspending him 12 games with the thinking, because he already did come out and say he's going to appeal it down to 8 games. Do you think 8 games is too much?
Yes.
See,
I say 4 or less.
4. So keep repeating.
That's a lot of money on top of a fine that he's losing.
Then stop doing illegal hits.
It's not.
Rules are rules.
Yeah, I know. Rules are. So Derek Barnett's out of the league then.
No.
What?
3 game suspension.
3 game suspension for something dirtier.
If you're going to do the standard,
he could have let up 5 steps before he did what he did.
No.
Bullshit.
No.
No. You're out of your mind. You are out of your mind.
You leave my buddy Barnett go.
Yeah. And if he wasn't an Eagle, you'd be crucifying him.
No. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So bullshit. Next.
So do I got you fired up now?
Yeah. I'm fucking
okay, so let's fire you up some more. So Antonio Brown news. So
I walk a lonely road.
Now, before we get into what we're going to talk about with Antonio Brown, just to show you, because he's back at school. He re-enlisted, right? Just to show you.
Engineering?
No, English. English. English is one of his classes. Just to show you how well he's doing.
Do you think he's actually taking a class, or he's paying somebody?
Well, no, he's paying somebody. And if he's paying somebody, he better ask for a refund, because he tweeted earlier in the week, I believe it was. I have an English paper due 12 a.m. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a professional proofreader or something like that. So, but without showing you the tweet, due, he spelled D-O, not D-U-E. And I'm assuming proof, he spelled P-R-O-F.
Would you leave the poor guy alone? He's taking the class and learning.
He needs to pull a Billy Madison and go back to freaking 3rd grade, learn proper English.
I just don't understand why nobody's picked him up. There's no suspension. He's not out of the league.
I think everybody's afraid of what he's going to bring now.
I think what he did in Oakland was 100% dirty, and it backfired on him.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But enough's enough. He learned his lesson. I feel he should be on a team playing somewhere. We said at the end of the day, this is about entertainment, right?
It is, and maybe with him filing these grievances, this is what some teams may be afraid of, that I know he has money, but is he doing a money grab? Yes, Patriots are, in my opinion, I think the Patriots are going to have to pay him something.
Patriots should pay him something.
Because
the one that baffles me
is Oakland.
Is the grievance he's trying to get out of Oakland.
So the
you
grievance
done fucked up, Willis. So you know.
The grievance is that he's filing 9 grievances, which they said it's the most ever by one player at one time. So with the Oakland thing, he's trying to get the 3 fines back. His unpaid week 1, which he never made it to week 1.
Right.
His base salary of $14 million for the 2019 and 2020 season.
No.
Then
get out of here.
Yeah. That was for the Patriots in 2019 and 2021.
I still don't understand. Why is there no investigation into tampering? How is that not tampering?
Yeah.
And it's a beating a dead horse. But I'm still that flabbergasted. Don't ask me how to spell it. But, like, it just... I don't get it.
Like we said with the whole Oakland thing, who has a video camera guy ready for you?
I think Oakland should file a grievance against him and get money back.
Yeah.
But Patriots, those scumbags, should absolutely pay him.
Yeah, so the reason why he's going after them is he did get the week 1 salary, which was like $1 million or $2 million, whatever that would be. And he was supposed to get a $5 million bonus that Monday, but they cut him.
Right.
What was it, Friday or Saturday?
Right, because they're grimy.
Yeah, and because he sent text messages to one of the accusers. Allegedly?
Was he proven guilty in a court of law?
You're talking about the accuser. Okay. But I'm talking about him sending text messages to the alleged accuser, however you want to word it.
Right. But that, again, is not a fucking NFL issue. Where do we draw the line here?
NFL did tell him stay away from this
girl. Was there a court order?
But then he turned around and sent the text messages, so he didn't listen to the NFL.
Well, I understand that, but is he out of the league?
Out of the league, like a Kaepernick out of the league? No.
No, like the NFL said you're on the list.
No, he's a free agent.
Right.
Yeah.
So bullshit.
I just think the drama is the reason why no one's going to pick him up.
I think somebody will.
Well, yes. I mean, once this whole investigation gets, closed.
Again, we can get into both of these accusations. All of a sudden now.
Well, I think the first one, the one that she was the civil lawsuit.
She was so upset, but she went and got married.
Yeah, I think that one's squashed. I think they're looking more into the artist one where he supposedly.
Well, right, but why does she all of a sudden come out?
Well,
just to be a good Samaritan after how long it happened?
Yeah,
get out.
We always see this, and
I'm all about victims when you're a true victim.
Yeah,
but you're not a victim 13 years later when he said this, that, or another thing.
Well, this was just a few years ago. It wasn't 13.
I understand.
Okay,
but I mean, the accusation is that he's exposed himself to her.
Yeah,
I made it in advance.
So if I exposed myself to you, you'd be suing Stay Tuned Sports?
No, I like Stay Tuned Sports. I thought I was a part of it. Why would I sue myself? I'm just saying that. I think it's ugly and it's stupid, but the NFL needs to say, there got to be a fine line. Where does this life and this life come on?
Yeah.
I'll role model things like that, but slander and people saying this, that, and another thing, and no criminal charges.
Yeah. That part I do agree with you that the criminal charges part, like, yeah, bring her into to question her, and maybe the first question asks why wasn't criminal charges not brought.
Right.
And
that's my point.
It should be open and closed case whether he did it or not did it, and I'm hoping this is not
it's terrible, man. Terrible. Knucklehead. Terrible.
I'm just hoping this is not like another Cam Newton with the Uber driver one where the investigation went 3 years, or not Cam Newton.
Right, and I think that's
Jameis
more.
Winston.
Well, no, that was you were right. Cam Newton.
That was Winston.
No, Cam Newton. It was all covered up because he was a superstar at the time.
I thought it was Jameis Winston.
No.
Crab legs.
No, it was
Eat
Cam
that W.
Newton with the whole Uber shit.
I thought it was. Okay.
Yeah, no.
No, it was Jameis Winston because Ronald Darby was teammates with him when it happened, and Ronald Darby tried to cover it up and say he was a witness. I'm right. You're wrong. You go ahead.
All right, keep talking.
Because after we're done talking about Antonio Brown's grievances, I'm going to fire shoulders up even more, because we have talked about this other topic a few episodes ago about should college players be paid to play. And what did you find, Shoulders?
Nothing. I'm just trying to agree with you as I'm looking.
I thought you found the truth. The hard truth.
You keep talking. I'm trying to research it.
You can't go into Wikipedia and try to change the facts there.
Right.
So as far as the pay to play, this past week, California has passed and signed a bill that all athletes that go to any California colleges can get paid for their likeness, autographs, and for a while, and I'm still for this. I know Tim Tebow was out there against it. If you go on ESPN, pretty sure you can find the clip. I think he was on Stephen A. Smith when he made the comment I sent to you.
Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing.
Was that your Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah.
Okay, that was terrible.
Terrible.
But did you find anything?
Yeah, it's James Smith.
Okay, thank you.
Cam Newton has a bunch of them going on too, but not whatever.
Yeah. He's got more problems with his clothing design or whatever he's freaking wearing. But so this past week, California passed the bill, and any athletes.
But what does California have to do with this? This is what pisses me off.
They're the first ones really to take this.
But what has the state got to do with college football?
It's not just college football. It's college sports altogether.
Whatever. In all honesty, they have nothing to do with the universities.
But if this were to go into effect, it won't go into effect till 2023. So there's still 3-4 years for this to all fall apart. Even though
again, they're getting a scholarship for an education.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because, like I said, I am okay with it, but a little bit less okay with it now because they don't get just tuition. Like I was trying to defend them, saying they do need money. Hey, to go McDonald's.
They get food. They get everything.
They get food. They get So now I'm like, okay.
You may have won the Winston, but I have won the battle. I told you. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to pay for all my own food in college, and I had to pay my college bill.
Now, the only part of it I don't agree with this bill. The bill does give them.
You know what I would agree to? All college athletes should get some kind of one-time payment that don't go to a pro sport if they want to use their likeness. Because all these people that go into the NFL make millions.
Yeah.
And now you're talking to bite me.
Well,
but again, you got a free education.
With this bill, it doesn't just help just the male sports. It helps the women's sports as well.
Why, is there a PlayStation women's hockey game coming out?
Well, we're talking about NHL 20. You could be a female on there now, too. I mean, we saw our good friend South Philly Johnny, the first year we played with him? We played like 3 months with him. he didn't know it, but he put it on female.
Yeah.
Sorry, Johnny.
What are you going to do?
But, I mean, you look at the U.S. women's soccer team talking about getting more money and this and that.
But doesn't this open up for more controversy on boosters getting involved?
See, I think
what's
the
to
opposite.
say boosters don't start getting into these companies then and start throwing extra money and making this what we didn't want in the first place?
Now I think you're going a little too far.
No, I'm not.
So you're
I'm going a little too far in today's world.
Let's just say you're a booster for USC. No, you're
right.
a Notre Dame fan. Not USC. Cal. Because I don't want you on USC. Maybe one, not you. And you're a booster, and you buy stock into McDonald's. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I make up a fucking stupid app because I have millions of dollars.
Okay.
That's college puzzle, and I use your likeness. And I'm going to use your likeness. I'm going to give you an extra $2 million to come here. Why not? You think they didn't do worse shit back in the day? I just think this opens this up. Who's tracing where these checks are coming from?
Yeah.
And who's paying them?
Well, the school is not paying them.
Right, that's what I saw. That's what I'm jumping on this.
So like McDonald's and all that. I'm assuming, I mean, I guess in a way you're right.
Booster's Chicken. What the hell is Booster's Chicken?
Bernie's Booster Chicken.
Pete's Pickles
goes to
Pico's Tacos.
Yeah, goes to a local high school.
Don's Dildos.
We do not support that one.
Hey, I do. I'm all about pleasing the ladies.
So I guess I could see what you see.
I'm just saying, I think it opens up too many money trails to where everything could be changed, and I just don't like it.
Yeah. The other thing, not necessarily monetary, but Herm Edwards brought it up. Just say 2023 comes and California is still the only school with this in there. Recruiting.
I thought it was California's, the state passing the bill.
Yeah.
Right.
The whole, whatever.
So any school in California is going to have to follow it then.
Yeah. Any college. I think they...
So how's that fair? So how is that not the state of California interfering with recruiting then? Why would I want to go to school anywhere else then?
Well, and that's what I'm thinking is going to be the biggest issue. Now, there are 5 or 6 other states looking into it now, already calling...
Regardless, all right, so let's just say 7 states out of the fucking 52.
Yeah.
There's other colleges all over the place.
No,
how is that fair?
I understand.
So you're already making this bullshit.
NCAA did come out and say that they do believe that some changes do have to happen.
Right.
And actually this month they started a group back in March to figure out what type of changes or whatever. This month they're supposed to come back with those findings. I don't think the bill that they have in place now in California is going to be the bill in 2023.
What if they give general money into a scholarship? I think all the students who use their likeness should donate if you're getting a free scholarship. And let's give it to people that aren't athletes.
Yeah, the really messed up part about the world today, and we saw this with the Bush Light sign guy last week. There's no 99% of the people won't do something nice like that. They want the money for themselves.
Well, that's my point. But let's say you can't have it. You're an athlete. You can't get paid. So you can get money, but it's going into a fund.
Okay.
And pick a kid to have go to college. I don't give a shit. Whatever way you want to work it out. It's tick or tack right now. I'm just saying. Why not try to get more people educated? College is $1 trillion industry already. Yeah. Bullshit. They're making profits. Oh, there's non-profit. Yeah, and very few.
That's the other thing, too, with this NCAA thing is they're a non-profit organization. So where does all this money go for all the bowl games? I mean, Jesus Christ, there's, 192 bowl games?
Well, there's got to be a CEO for the non-profit, and he makes $200K.
It's like, Jesus.
Dude, it's just horseshit. I just... Again, I don't know.
Do you think this is going to... Right now, which sport do you think is bigger, college or NFL? College football or NFL?
It's tough.
And do you think if this goes into act, it will demolish NCAA, college football?
I don't think it'll demolish it. It's just going to make everything hothead. Like, if Alabama State, the state of Alabama doesn't sign that bill, Alabama's going to lose recruiting.
I'm okay with that.
I understand that. Notre Dame's going to lose recruiting if Indiana doesn't do it.
We got some good Catholic boys.
No. They're going to go, if you're a superstar, you're going to go where you can make money. It's just like drafting players now.
No, yeah.
You're ruining the sanctity of this. College should stay pure.
Yeah.
You know, and you're getting an education, room and board, food, whatever.
Yeah.
You know? I'll even say this then. All right, well, you'll get, your cap is $100,000 for your likeness. And you can have it in school, but if you go to the NFL or a professional sport, you got to give that money back to a scholarship fund. Or you're ineligible.
All right. Let me see if I'm following you now. So you're the number 1 overall draft pick,
right,
for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Right.
You made $5 million in college.
No, I want a cap.
Just for numbers, $5 million in college you made. Your number 1 overall draft pick. You signed that contract with the Eagles. That $5 million goes back to a scholarship.
Right.
I'd be okay for that.
So you had that money while you're living. You got paid for it, so if you didn't bust and you never...
Yeah.
But if you're signing an NFL contract or an NBA contract or a Major League Baseball contract and you're a professional athlete, that money was like a loan.
Yeah.
So
actually, yeah.
Then that money,
okay with that.
because you're going to be making millions,
goes
back into a fund
for more scholarships.
Right, and I'll even go as far as to say is that you have to pay it back to what, like, if at least, you have to be at least in the league for 5 years.
Yeah.
I'll give you that much even. I'm really stretching it here.
Once you outlive your rookie contract.
Right. Like you have made way more than that $5 million or whatever the cap's going to be. Goes back into a fund and give it to kids that don't play sports.
Yeah. Actually,
that betters the world.
I actually like that idea. Okay. I got to shake your hand on that. There you go. NCAA, stop your committee. Right. Hire me and Shoulders, Stay Tuned Sports.
Right.
We will figure this thing out like that.
I'm just saying, I mean, this world needs some betterment, and we need to better ourselves as a nation.
Yeah.
So I'm fine. Yeah, you're right. You play college, we use your likeness. I say there's a cap, no matter who you are, though.
Yeah, I think there would have to be, because then...
And I want it low, because I don't want them hit when they become a pro.
Yeah.
So I would say maybe the cap should be $500,000.
Yeah.
So $500,000 over a 4-year college degree. Not to mention all that, so you're probably at $1 million total money. But you have to pay back $500,000 because you got your scholarship. You don't know college.
Yeah.
Which, fuck, I would love to do that. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And then you get your pro contract, which, let's face it, you're going to make that.
Yeah.
So,
first year, you'll probably make that.
Right.
And if you do put a cap on it, now going back to your booster question, you know, your good friend Jimbo booster can't go to Joe Schmo and say, hey, I'll give you $5 million if you go to Cal.
Because now you
walk in and say $10 million, you know,
right.
It won't be a new...
I think that'd be the best way to do it, because who wins? Humanity.
Yeah.
We get more kids, young adults educated, and I'm all for it.
Yeah.
You know? And then they still have to earn it while going to school. They have to earn their degree. They have to, you know.
Yeah.
That's another debate for another day. But
I think one person that doesn't need an education is definitely going to give some money back, especially in jail. Did you see about the expensive beer?
Yeah.
At the Dolphins game? So, and you know, I've never used a credit card for a beer man. So the
the ones like that are up and down.
I've never seen someone use a credit card. It was always cash.
I've gone to the actual
the
beer place.
Concessions.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is kind of funny, but not funny. Last week during the Dolphins-Chargers game, a fan, and probably...
To his fairness, he thought, well, if he's a Dolphins fan, he's got to be a sucker.
I mean,
anyway.
I was just thinking that. I mean, I would probably drink this much if I was a Dolphins fan.
But no offense. I want to know what this guy, whoever got charged, does for a living. Because I don't have $727 on my bank card.
Well, I wonder if they froze it, though. Because, like, with me, sometimes...
They won't go through. It'll say declined.
So, some of mine will not post for 2-3 days, so it'll go through.
But it still has to get a concept that there's money in there.
Maybe it was a credit card.
Right. So, even though $727, who has that on a credit card?
So the story was that a guy went to buy 2 beers, $20 a pop, and the beer man charged $724, $28, something like that. Yeah. What's that? Like a freaking IPA Sam Adams double scotch in or something?
Yeah, he just tried ripping the guy off purposely.
Yeah.
I mean, and everybody was laughing about this because it's like, why not just upcharge like $50?
Yeah.
Keep 30 or what a dumb criminal.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, if he's I don't want to knock everybody, but obviously, if he's just trying to scam people selling beer, then he's not that bright.
Especially with that much money, because how it all found out was the bank sent a text message or voicemail.
With all credit cards and debit cards, pretty much any major purchases over, we'll say, I don't know, $100.
Yeah.
Is going to get pinged.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, hey, did you make this?
Yeah.
So dumb people. I don't know.
Needless to say, the guy's been fired.
He got arrested.
At
the game.
Oh, was it at the game he got?
Yeah, he got. Here's the sick part: is the guy that got charged the money goes to the police in the stadium, and they go and arrest him on the spot. Like, talk about quick action. So, I mean, it's baffling. Well, enough about the beer. It was funny, but, you know, I want to say one thing. They were who we thought they were. And that's the Dallas Cowboys. It's a little NFL talk here for you folks. I know everybody wants to go ahead and crown them, so go ahead.
And I was very happy that they finally played a team, and not to knock the Saints at all, but I mean they're not a New England Patriots, but they're better than.
I think the Saints are going to go far. They beat them with Teddy Bridgewater Saints.
I called it.
Right.
I mean, I still 2 games into Breeze injury thing,
right.
But
I mean,
they're I forget who said it, but they're finding ways to win.
I will tell you this: we're going to see where they are this week when they play Green Bay.
Who's that?
Dallas.
Yeah, yeah, and
I'm going Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm going with Dallas. I'm going with Green Bay too. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to fight. Is Devontae Adams playing? Because I know
he
had
has
that
a toe injury. He's out. I think he's going to play.
The way he looked, I thought he may have been able to come back in against the Eagles.
Right.
Now, talking about the Eagles game there, and okay, we talked about Derek Barnett. Shouldn't be suspended. But the goal line stand that won us the game.
Mm-hmm.
Pass interference or not pass interference? In your eyes, not what the officials didn't call, should have called.
No, I think it's no different than the Malcolm Butler playing the Super Bowl with the Patriots.
And even if you watch it and not even slow it down, he timed it pretty damn well.
Right.
And the funny part was we just signed him 2 days
later.
Right,
that was his second play.
Exactly. I mean, you can't.
They tried going after him, so good for you.
Yeah, and you can't blame Rodgers for trying.
If you watch the play, someone after what receiver was wide open.
Yeah,
they wanted to attack him. There you go.
And I found it funny that Bradham was the one that caught the interception when he dropped one. What was it, like 3-4 plays later? I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Then when he was running with it, I saw the Don Beebe Leon Lett play all over my head again. I'm like, ah!
I mean, the boys were sleeping, she was sleeping, and I was downstairs watching it, and in the most quiet yelling voice I could do, I'm like, go down, just go down. And we had finally Jordan Howard sighting.
Well, right, because they finally stuck to the plan of running, and I hope they do it again.
Yeah. Now, the one thing I did see this week, they were bringing up why the running game was so good this week, was the ball was coming out of Wentz's hand quicker. I don't know. Wentz was still playing as well as he has.
The line did what the line should do, and we looked good.
Yeah.
And I think we need to do that, take some of the pressure off Wentz.
And I think by giving Howard the ball, this was the first game that I saw Miles Sanders look good.
Right.
I mean, he wasn't dancing around.
I think he calmed down and settled in.
Because I don't think he was like, okay, I'm the number one guy. I got to do this. Right. He realized, okay.
I think we need more dose of Howard. I'm sorry. Yeah. I like Miles. We all know this.
And even catching the ball. I was surprised with Howard.
Jordan Howard is looking good.
I like the what was the outside run that he did? He ran over the dude, put his head down. Like, that is what we need. We've been saying it since the beginning of the season. Right. We are a hard-nosed running team.
And our defense is battered with injuries. We need some corners. I know you're against Jalen Ramsey, but I would take
I'm on it now.
But I think the Jags will not give him up.
I think if he does get traded, he's going to get traded right before the trade deadline. It's not going to happen this week. It's not going to happen soon.
I think Jalen would come in, and I think he would be a good fit.
Let me ask you about that, too. So Jalen Ramsey may not be playing this week again.
Right. Sick.
No. This time, it's a back injury. Again.
No.
That's
every NFL analyst is talking that it's sicknesses, injuries, if you can see my air quotes.
Yeah. And
because he wants out.
Yeah. So
the only one that wants him there is the owner, and he likes the owner and stuff like that. But it's not going to work
because him and Ramsey and the coach don't see eye to eye.
And Coughlin.
Yeah. Now the rumor was that we offered a first-round pick and a second-round pick.
And they said no.
And they said no because it's going to be a lower pick. For all the Eagles fans out there that are saying, "Oh, throw Zach Ertz in there," shut the fuck up. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
Yeah. Why would you trade away? Like, listen, I like Dallas.
We'll give you a fucking Darby. So you have a
Thank
corner.
you. I would give Darby and
first and a second.
First, second,
and a sixth.
And a sixth, yes. Because actually, I just saw today that next year's compensatory picks for us, we'll get a third for Foles, we'll get a fourth for Hicks that left for Arizona, and if Jordan Matthews lasts the year with the Niners, we'll get a fifth round. So we're going to get 3 picks there. Give one of them away.
Right.
You know?
There's got to be an option there though where you have all the rights because this contract's going to be up.
Yeah. So. Now there is a backup plan, I believe, and that's Chris Harris from Denver. Right. He's another one that wants out.
I won't mind him,
and I think he'd be cheaper too. I mean,
yeah,
he's not as good as Ramsey.
I just want that big name.
I do too, but
here's the other problem with Ramsey though. What number is he?
I don't know. You
don't know what number he is?
No.
20.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. No.
Sorry, buddy.
We'll trade for you, but you can't beat number 20. Well,
right.
I don't want to come. Bye.
See ya. Yeah.
Next.
I like you, but you ain't no B-Dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be good. And that's why we're ranked in the top 10 still for power rankings.
Yeah.
At 2-2. We're the only team that's 2-2 and up there.
Yeah.
Because we have so many injuries, and we pulled off the win still with Green Bay and looked what we should be looking.
Yeah.
So once we get together, I think just like the analysts think, we have a run.
And, I mean, sounds like D-Jax is going to be out again this week.
Right. They're looking for him to come back for the Cowboys game.
I mean, if we're doing okay to get by, take your time. Because we saw what he could do in the first week. Yes, I know it's the Redskins.
Aguilar needs to step up. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
You know what? Give him Darby and Aguilar.
Yeah, you know what? And the $9 million we save on Aguilar, give it to Ramsey.
Right. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sick of this punk.
Yeah.
And Whiteside needs to step up, and Matt Collins needs to step up. They're not looking good.
Matt Collins has stepped up. He's quietly. Listen, I mean, he's not putting Jeffrey or Jackson numbers up, but he's not dropping balls like JJ and Aguilar.
You got I'm disappointed.
The only play that really pissed me off with Matt Collins this past week was when he did, I think it was like an out, and he turned around and was like, oh, the ball's coming at me.
Right.
Like the
I just don't understand how they're not prepared.
Yeah.
I know we had this talk, well, they're not first team reps.
But now you're going two weeks in with Jackson being
Aguilar
hurt.
Needs to go. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean,
he has potential, but he's not clutch.
Yeah. Jeffrey, he's clutch. Jackson could be clutch, but he's hurt.
Do you not forget that touchdown? We should have won the game.
No, I remember because again I did my silent voice of.
I was catching babies.
Dude, I love that dude.
Right. He's got to go.
Yeah.
It's time to cut ties. Get something for him, or trade him, or do something.
What about Stephon Diggs? How do you feel about him?
I would take him. Absolutely.
Are you afraid of any type of drama?
No. I think you put him in the slot or D-Jax in the slot. You have three guys that can go down the field. Dude, are you kidding me? He's a great player.
Yeah. Because he did make a comment today, Diggs did. The rumors were out there that he's not happy, and a reporter asked him about that, and he said something along the lines of...
He just want to play with Kirk Cousins.
Do you blame him?
No!
You know, I forgot to look it up. I'm going to have to look it up in a second here. I put a poll out on Twitter, and I didn't ask you, who stole money the easiest in the NFL? Kirk Cousins, Sam Bradford, or Chase Daniels? Backup for Chicago Bears.
Right, no, I will go with Bradford.
I'm going Chase Daniels.
I would take Chase Daniels and Kirk Cousins over Bradford.
Here's my reasoning. Chase Daniels has only played like 10 games in his whole career and made $34 million.
Right.
Bradford and Cousins getting beat up here and there.
Bradford was such a joke.
He was. But see, he was good when he's healthy, and that's...
When was he healthy?
2 games a year.
Right. I think he stole more because he got higher money with less play. Chase was getting backup salary.
But yeah, no.
I'll take Stephon Diggs. I think that'd be like having a young D-Jax.
Yeah, and then
he's taller.
You won't have to worry about offensive line breaking down. Just chuck it up. Diggs or Jackson, just go get it.
And
Jeffrey coming over the middle.
Diggs to me is Jeffrey's height and hands with Deshaun's speed.
Yeah.
Sign it.
I mean, would you...
We'll give you Aguilar and Matt Collins.
And the water boy.
I don't give a shit if it's a towel girl.
What about Juan?
Take him. Hey, fuck you. Listen, this is a family show, you prick. Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, what if Diggs is on his last year of a contract? I don't think he is, but I'm just doing...
I don't think he has big enough numbers to get a huge contract.
Because he did get, I mean, not a
He had a good year the
receiver.
year they went to the championship against us.
So that was 2 years ago.
Right.
So he just
Now he has Kirk Cousins and he's pissed off.
Yeah.
And I think he's young. He can grow at Wentz.
Yeah.
And he's a guy we can keep. I definitely think he's better than Aguilar. I'll give him $9 million.
Listen, I'm better than Aguilar right now.
Just
roll me out there.
Give him Matt Collins' salary. Get rid of Whiteside too. A bust.
Jesus Christ! All we have left now is Jeffries and Jackson, according to you.
And Stephon Diggs.
Yeah. Okay. Jackson gets hurt. Now who do we put in?
We have the other two behind them that are better. I think that we're paying like $100,000 a year.
Is there freaking? You got a beer?
Do you honestly think Whiteside's living up to his hype?
Up to his hype? Not yet. He's going to.
What the fuck's he waiting for? He has all the chances now. He did not impress me with his route running. He's not impressing me with his speed. He's not impressing me with his hands. What the fuck is left? The way he eats his mouthpiece?
I think he's very, very cute doing that.
Oh my god, dude. He's another Aguilar.
No. Don't you put that juju on him.
I'll put Dallas Goedert out at wide receiver before I put Whiteside right now.
He dropped some good balls too.
But that's my point.
JJ only dropped one.
Yeah, JJ needs to. I don't know what he needs to do.
So before we go, let's do a little preview for the Jets. How do you think this game's going to go, Philly and the Jets?
Does Darnold play or not?
They were supposed to test him tomorrow,
right,
to see if one of his body organs, not liver, no, something like that.
Something with the mono,
yeah. Yeah, and if it's...
I think either way we win.
I'm kind of nervous.
Really?
Just a little. I mean, I think we're going to win, but there's games that we play down to our opponent.
I think we run the ball down their throat. I don't think their defense is great against the run. I'd have to look at where they're at, but my calculation in my head, they're like between 15 to 20 something.
Okay.
In the league. Darnold comes in or not, he's a great player, but he's still feeling fatigue from mono.
Yeah.
And has had no playing time in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So he's not in football shape.
That, and with Le'Veon Bell, we're going to probably stack the box.
I think we're going to stock the box and make them beat us through the air.
Fletcher Cox last week looked like he was starting to get his footing a little bit better. So
our defensive line needs to start stepping up.
That late third, rest of the fourth quarter seemed like we did start picking it up a little bit, and hopefully maybe they're finally gelling.
Well, all right, but gelling, let's go. We need some sacks.
Yeah, definitely need sacks.
I'm just being honest.
No, I hear you. Our passing offense or passing defense definitely needs to get a lot better. I'm tired of seeing it. 2 years now in a row they're ranked 23rd, but we're second in rushing. So overall we're 10th.
You got me still stuck on these trades now. I want Chris Harris Jr. and I want Stephon Diggs. Screw Ramsey.
You know what? You might be able to pull it off.
That's what I'm saying.
Price wise.
I think those are key players. They're good.
But how do you? I mean, Diggs is going to probably get a second round pick. I mean, I think he's that good.
All right, so there's a second round that we were going to give Ramsey. And Harris, what are we giving up?
Third?
Right, so we're still winning. We kept a first rounder.
We usually get some good receivers in the second round, like JJ.
We'll start picking them in the fucking first round and stop taking JJ and Matt Collins. And you could have took DK Metcalf.
I was waiting for it. That's the only reason why you don't like JJ. You're always going to shit on him.
I was hoping for him. Stanford, I wanted him to be another Ertz with speed.
You wanted DK the whole time. And then when DK went...
He's looking good.
He's okay. Who's your rookie of the year so far?
I don't know. I'm flabbergasted. Murray.
Yeah,
another bust.
I could see that.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. He's terrible. He should have went to Major League. If he was smart, he would quit after the season and go to baseball.
Yeah, he definitely effed up that situation. I mean, hey, we never know. I mean, look at Russell Wilson, but first glance, it's not looking that well.
He doesn't look anything like Russell Wilson.
He's short. That's what I mean.
I mean, that's about it.
Yeah, so.
Who would you have for Rookie of the Year, tough guy?
JJ. No, Rookie of the Year.
I'd give it to Miles Sanders before JJ. And he's freaking Dantathon.
Listen, at least when JJ drops the ball, it doesn't go to the other team.
Right.
Miles, he drops it and fumbles it away.
Shut up. You clown.
So I think that's gonna be it for us this week.
I got a headache.
Aren't you glad that we did this in person instead of on the phone?
Yes.
You can't hang up on me now.
I enjoy this. As fired up as I am, this is what I want. I want to hear all. I wish we could do 3 shows a week, right here.
Well, if the show starts making some money and people go buy our T-shirts over at Teespring, if you head over to our Twitter at ST Sports Podcast, we have it pinned right there. Buy some T-shirts. But so hopefully we'll be back together. It's mostly because with me with work. If I have overtime, it's tough for me to get up.
In my work, I get it.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll be back next week together.
Juan hit the button again.
Damn it, Juan. Gone for 3 weeks and he forgets what to do.
Yeah.
So
buy some T-shirts so we can replace Juan.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Hey, family show, dick.
So like I said, before we go, head over to Twitter, follow the show at ST Sports Podcast.
Ooh, neon green.
Oh, yeah, because we got the Seahawks game on here, the ugly-ass fluorescent.
I like them.
You're gay.
Hey, what's wrong with being gay?
Nothing. Gay means happy.
Okay. Just checking.
With that being said, follow Shoulders at STS O'Brien. Head over to Facebook, like and share our page there, our YouTube channel. And before we go also, head over to bellyupsports.com. We have a cancer awareness t-shirt over there. Whatever we sell, half of it we're donating to the Sarah Cohen Foundation, I think it is.
Great marketing.
I just try to remember that name last second. But definitely...
we're donating to some cancer people.
Definitely go buy, like I said, there's hoodies there, there's t-shirts, different things. It would be much appreciated. So, till next week, this is your good friend Jimbo.
Shoulders O'Brien. Be safe, everybody.
See ya.